you're considering going solar this year, there are many benefits and incentives in doing so.
Sponsoring our CI Home segment today from Sangamon Solar out of Monticello are Elijah Smith and Christian Hopkins. Glad to have you both here with us. I feel like we're hearing the word solar more and more these days. Let's learn a little bit about your solar company, Sangamon Solar. Tell me about it.
Perfect. Well, again, I'm Elijah. I started Sangamon Solar in 2018, so the company's 5 years old. But really, we install ground-mounted and roof-mounted solar installations on homeowners and on business owners' buildings. But really, we do everything from A to Z. We do the design, we do the installation, we do your state incentives, and I think we do a pretty great conversation and presentation in the meantime.
Let's talk about the design. When you say we help you make the design, what does that mean? What's that look like?
Yeah, so actually we essentially take a Google Maps image of your property, and then depending where you're wanting to put the panels, whether it's on your roof or maybe a ground mount, we'll design the exact way that it'll look, and then when we do our on-site visit, we'll be able to look at the specifics and make sure there's anything different than what we're estimating.
Yeah, we're kind of looking at some pictures up on the screen. You've also brought some in here in studio. What have you brought here?
Right, so these are actually 2 example solar panels, but they're significantly smaller than the typical panel that you would install. So an average solar panel that we would install would be maybe 3.5 feet by 6 feet, so quite a bit larger. But underneath each panel is a microinverter. And so these are underneath every single panel, and they allow us to monitor every single panel on your system, and that allows you to monitor every single panel on your system.
Christian, let's talk benefits of going solar. Why would someone say, you know what, I think this may be a good fit for my home?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we formed around 2018 when the state incentives and the federal incentives first started being passed. And so in Illinois, they have a very generous state incentives program. They pay you for 15 years of your production of your system up front. And on the federal level, they just increased the tax incentives to 30%. So you can write off 30% of your system on your taxes. And like Eli said, we actually handle all of that in-house. So we handle everything from A to Z, from the design to your on-site inspection, which we will come to your house and look at your property for free. And then we will handle all of your state incentives, make sure you're getting paid. And we will monitor your system for 15 years free of charge.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How do you know if solar is like the right move for you?
Well, not everybody can go solar. So you do have some of these larger companies and out-of-state companies who will try to come in and sell you on a system that you maybe can't afford. And some houses just don't have the roof availability for it. But we do say, like, anybody who can go solar, being in Illinois right now, you're in the best position to go solar than like most places in the country, because we do have such good incentives. So if you have a good roof for it, if you have good property for it, so if you like have land where you can do a ground mount instead of a roof mount, it's a really, really good time to go solar.
Which is better, roof or ground?
Just depends on your property. If most ground mounts are out in the country when people have a lot of space, and then most people who are like in town will have a roof that's either south, east, or west facing. Then you install as many panels as you can on those roofs, and then you basically it generates energy for you, so you don't have to pay the power company for all your energy, and you get to own your energy.
Why Sangamon Solar? If it seems like, as Grace said, more and more solar companies are popping up. Why choose you?
So I think there's a very important thing to have a local company that has local accountability. We've done a number of subcontracted jobs, and the more moving parts that you have in one of these processes, the more complicated it can be and the more of a headache it can be for a homeowner. So, right, I'm from Monticello, Christian's from Fisher. We're local, we're going to be staying local, and we like having that accountability.
Yeah. And you have free on-site inspections, zero down financing options. So it sounds like now's the time.
Pretty good
Check
setup.
it out.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Very cool. Very cool stuff there. And if you want to learn more about the options going solar and you want to connect with Sangamon Solar, we'll connect you at our website, and we appreciate them for sponsoring our CI Home segment today.